So Kazuya is a pretty in-depth fighter, and today we're going to go over its basic combos and moveset potential from the first day. Obviously this won't be everything, but we tried our best, and it's going to be a lot of moves, so let's get right onto it. First off, we're going to talk about every single one of the tilts and how they can be used in battle. First off, you have the up tilt, which can be stopped midway. You don't have to actually finish all 3 hits, and it'll continue the more you push the up tilt button. The top right tilt will give you a 4-hit leg sweep, which can also be stopped in any of the attacks. You can stop after 3 kicks or 2 kicks and continue with something else. There is a bit of in lag, however, but if you want to complete the 4-hit combo, it is a confirmed combo by just hitting up right tilt 4 times. Right tilt is probably his most powerful tilt. This will probably kill at higher percentages, and it's very similar to that of Ganondorf in Captain Falcon's. It's a really good spacer move and pushes him forward slightly. It's a good way to get your opponents off of you. Similar to up tilt, down right tilt actually pops up your opponent in the air and sends them flying outward, and probably another good move in order to get people away and off the stage. This isn't going to really lead into anything else, as Kazuya kind of stands still and has in lag after this move, so you probably won't do anything else with this. Down tilt is probably his most interesting tilt. This immediately meteor slams the opponent on the ground, and if they miss their tech, you can actually go for a tech chase and jab lock them onto the stage. Something I like to do is just immediately go into the jab combo, which definitely works every time, or you can go to a jab lock, one single jab down into a down smash, which would be very useful. Now I know we didn't get into the smash attacks yet, but doing this down tilt can also lead into smash attacks. His down smash kind of does this same meteor effect, which can combo off each other. Now none of these are really true combos. You're really going to have to play this off of your opponent and what they do. I mean, honestly, you could probably go for multiple down tilts in a row if they keep missing their tag. Down left tilt is another good tilt from Kazuya. It automatically puts the opponent in a trip state, allowing you to go for jab locks and other follow-up moves that you're just going to have to play off of once you actually get this move and land the attack. You can do a whole sort of things, such as going from the back left tilt into a down tilt into one of his smash attacks, and any of those options would work. You're once again going to have to play it off your opponent, as none of these are actual true combos. All of Kazuya's combos are really going to come from where your opponent is moving. Back tilt is very similar to forward tilt, which spaces out and shoots your enemy out horizontally. This is also a move that slightly pushes you a little bit more forward than the forward tilt, and it's a good move to use in order to get opponents off of you. I still think forward tilt is a lot stronger with a lot more knockback, but back tilt is definitely an option as well. It really just depends on which one you want to use in the situation. And finally, up left tilt does a kick that slowly pushes Kazuya backwards. Now this one is very interesting. This might be something to do in order to space out in case your opponent is shielding, or in case your opponent is rushing you and you want to do a kind of a backwards kick. It once again kicks the opponent outward horizontally, just like forward and back tilt, but the only difference this time, instead of Kazuya moving forward at all, he actually moves backward in order to protect himself. This is a really good defensive move in case you're getting rushed by your opponent a lot. As far as using tilts to kill, around 100% is still not going to kill, but it should knock off a lot of different opponents, and you can follow up with different things. Once again, forward tilt is going to be your primary way to kill with any of your tilts. And you can combo this with his neutral B, which is his laser beam he shoots in his devil mode. This will almost always hit an opponent if they jump immediately after being that far, and let's face it, most people are going to. And if you read them going lower, you can actually jump and use the neutral B without moving the laser in order to shoot it diagonally down. It does it automatically, so you don't have to do anything but jump and neutral B. This will hit slightly below, which will probably get opponents if they mix up their recovery. Down right tilt, back tilt, and up left tilt are all other options as well to push opponents off the stage, and you're just going to have to play with them and see how far they go with that. The laser is going to be your best friend off stage and a good way to hit opponents and knock them away. Kazuya's throws and grabs are not all that great. They do more damage than they do any knockback or kill potential. But starting off with back throw, Kazuya throws the opponent over his shoulder and bounces them off of the ground a little bit behind him. There's not much you can do to follow up after this besides shoot a laser, but that's about it. As far as up throw, he sends the opponent straight up in the air and shoots them with a follow-up laser. Now there's also nothing much here, but this is going to be the only kill throw potential, and at a very, and I mean very high percentage, over 120% actually. And all it's going to be is an up throw with a laser, which you can follow up with multiple other lasers off the stage, but besides that, that's pretty much it. The forward throw is 2 kicks and a cinematic throw off the stage. This is also not going to go very far, but you can follow up by pushing your opponent off the stage with this and do some cool things with it, I guess. But once again, it's nothing super special. Now, Kazuya's down throw might be the best for follow-ups. He immediately slams you on the ground, and the only true combo you could get is the first couple of hits of his 10 combo jab thingy majigger that he has. That's the only thing you're going to get. You're only going to get the first couple of hits until eventually he falls out of the combo. So that gets you to at least a 6 combo, but then you're going to have to figure out what to do next. You know, this is going to take a lot of practice and, you know, experimenting with all these moves to see what this is going to lead into. But you can do different mix-ups that are not true combos. For instance, you can do immediately into the trip tilt attack, into a down smash, forward smash, or just multiple other different things you can do. And if you're even really lucky and your opponent DIs in a certain way, you can go into a down tilt, followed up down smash to spike them off the stage. Like previously stated, there are no kill throws really for Kazuya, even about the 130% mark. Forward throw, back throw, down throw, and up throw will not really kill. Up throw is probably the strongest and with the most potential to kill, but it's just not quite enough. So you're going to use something else in order to get that kill. Now regarding Kazuya's aerials and his dash attacks, we'll start off with the aerials. His neutral air is a spike, which actually works very well for starting off combos. The neutral air can actually go into any of the directional combos, and you're just going to have to mix up and match out to see which one works the best and which one's going to give you the best results. This also works a lot for his forward air, which is just an upward kick that kind of pops your enemy up in the air. But if you're asking me, I would say definitely go for the neutral air spike in order to start your 0% combos and to start building up from there. Back air is a strong attack that doesn't quite kill until you get to around 120, 130% again, but it is a good move in order to space out your opponents from you. Once again, this isn't really going to start any combos unless you hurry up and rush in for a grab and do something after that. But besides that, there's really not much that back air is going to do for you. This is also not a confirm with the grab after the back air. This is just something that you can use to mix up with your opponents. Down air is very similar to that of Bayonetta's, which drops him straight to the ground with his legs, and this could be used to kill in combination with like the laser or something at a very high percentage, but overall it's just going to be something that you use to get back to the stage from falling up above vertically. But like Sakurai mentioned in the video, it can be used off stage. After using the double jump, you can use it, but I recommend definitely using the double jump or you will fall and you will die. After using the double jump, use a down air and follow up with an up B, and you will always get back to the stage. You can do this hanging off the ledge or, you know, just playing around off the stage. It's a good way to kind of knock your opponent back into the stage, maybe for a stage spike, or knock them further away from the stage. And Kazuya has 2 dash attacks. The first one is just a standard dash attack that's going to kick your opponent very far horizontally off the stage. And the second one is kind of a kick that pops them up in the air. In order to activate the second one, it's 2 taps to the right and then a dash attack, or it's just straight dash attack. Remember, if you want to change it up, it's 2 taps to the right, then A, instead of just 1 to the right and then A. You guys have pretty much seen all the specials, but I'll go over them again. Down B is a command grab that will slam your opponent on the ground after raising them in the air, very similar to what Kirby can do in Meta Knight. This will raise them up and slam them, but still not exactly a kill command grab or anything until Kazuya reaches 100%, which we'll get into in a second. But down B is a good move to use if your opponent keeps shielding. But side B is a stun move, only if you hit them while up close. If you hit them towards the end of the attack, it'll just pop them up in the air. If you hit them up close, it will stun them to the ground, allowing you to do follow-up moves with that. Up B is a simple recovery that can actually hit your opponent if you're up close, but you can also use up B and then follow up with an additional jump if you haven't used your jump already. It's a good way to kind of mix up your routine of coming back to the stage, or you can just do a straight up double jump into the up B, but it's a good little extra jump that you have, kind of similar to Bayonetta. We already know neutral B is a laser that you can control, but let's talk about Kazuya when he reaches 100% in his rage form. Your attacks are now twice as strong, and you're pretty much Lucario's aura filled to the max. And this will increase your smash attacks and everything else, allowing you to get that kill percentage that you've been missing. And the best way to do so is using the down B while in this rage mode. This will automatically kill your opponent no matter what. Well, at least if they're above 100%. You can only use this once per stock, and if you use it and miss, it'll start to deplete. But if you hit it, it'll go away completely, so you better make sure you do all you can in order to hit this move. Now Kazuya also has tons of extra little inputs that you can do. Now I recommend going back and watching the Sakurai Presents. He actually goes in depth about all of these, and I'm just going to tell you what some of them do. You can do a jab cancel, which is a jab, jab, pause, jab, which will combo into a down throw. That's an option. You can also, like I said, do the different dash attack, which is a right A instead of just a right A. But he also has different extra moves that you can do depending on different inputs with the A and B, and also swinging the stick around like you do with Ryu and Ken. Once again, I recommend watching his presentation video for that. They're just a couple extra moves, and they're probably not even worth it. He also has an extra grab that he can do. Once again, I don't even know if it's worth it by how long it takes to put in the input, and I don't even know if anybody's going to get caught by that, but it does do an extra chunk of damage as he kicks him in the back and chucks him away. Besides that, there's really nothing else, just a couple extra moves they can do with like a power punch and kick, and he also can do a dash slide thing, but besides that, that's pretty much it about Kazuya. Now we're not going to really go into smash attacks, you guys have seen those enough. Just combine those with the tilts and pretty much play your opponent off ear. There's not too many true confirmed combos that I've seen so far, and people will find some, I'm sure, but right now you're really just going to have to play your opponent off ear. Wherever they move, you're going to have to decide which attacks you want to use and just kind of mix and match and try each one. And I can see that this character is going to take a lot of just trial and error, practicing to see what moves fit you best and what moves fit him the best, because I'm sure there's going to be some moves that people don't even use at all. But go ahead and give them a try. Let me know if any of this helped you guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed the videos, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo and Smash Ultimate all the time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.